Hey, quick mic test. Oh, that sounds good.
That sounds better than usual, actually. Lovely.
Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Sorry we're a little bit late today. Let me just turn my light around a little bit. Hold on. That's a bit better. Ooh. Knocking stuff all over the place now. But hello everybody, welcome back to Trucking Tuesday. We are of course going to be playing some Euro Truck Simulator today with a couple of new additions. For those of you who joined me on Saturday's stream, you will already know I got a gear shifter now, which I have tested out a little bit and gotten a bit more familiar with, so we'll be using that today. And I also finally got my eye tracker working, so we're going to be playing with eye tracking enabled today as well. So should be very different from any of our previous Euro Truck streams, which I'm quite excited for. We'll give it another minute or so and let a few more people join, and then we'll get started. Hope you like the music, by the way. Shout out to TheRelaxedMovement on YouTube, who provided the music for this video. They have lots of great royalty-free music for streamers, so recommend checking them out if you're a streamer and you want some background music for your streams. Check out TheRelaxedMovement on YouTube. Okay, let's switch over to the game then, and we'll get started. Okay. Now then, hopefully you can see and hear the game all right. Let me know if you can see and hear it, or if you can't see and hear it, let me know if you can see and hear me. And if all's well, we'll dive right in. So just a quick recap on where we are at the minute. We're just outside Glasgow, as you may recall. We've started a very long drive. We're doing a delivery from Tórshavn in the Faroe Islands all the way down to Cape Town, South Africa. It's a 10,000 mile job and we've only just begun, so there's going to be a lot of different countries to go through to get there. I'm going to make a chart. I'm going to make a list of all the countries that we pass through to get there. So far, obviously, we've been through the Faroe Islands and we're currently in Scotland. And then today we're going to be going into England, France, Belgium, Germany, and so on and so forth. But that's the plan for today. And if we get into the actual game, you'll be able to see... What is this? What's going on with my wheel for a start? It's twitching a bit. I've got eye tracking enabled. I'm looking around. No hands. I'm not moving the thumbsticks. I'm looking around with my eyes. It's very exciting. The one thing I do want to just quickly say about the eye tracking, well, two things really. First of all, it can be quite motion sickness inducing, so I apologise if it starts to hurt your head a bit. If it starts to hurt my head, I might just turn it off, but I think we should be okay for the time being. The second thing it does lag the game out a little bit. I think it's because obviously human eye movement is very unpredictable and very erratic, so the game is doing a lot of rendering of objects that should be off camera that are suddenly on camera. So whenever I turn my head quite quickly, it can sometimes cause a bit of lag. Again, if the lag gets too extreme, we'll just turn the eye tracking off, but for the time being it should be okay. So let's get going. As I say, we're off on our way to South Africa. Very long drive, although we are going to have to stop for a rest in about 3 hours, which is why I've marked a rest point just outside Carlisle. So that'll be our first break of the day. And of course, I'm still getting to grips with the manual gearbox as well, so I do apologise if I'm not very good at driving with it. One thing I have done as well, sorry to keep pausing, one thing I've done is, you may remember that the gear shifter, there was a button here that I had to press to shift from low range to high range. But there was a spare gear that wasn't being used, so I've mapped it to that instead. So now what happens is, when I want to go, obviously we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then if I want to go up to 7th gear, I have to go over to this side. That switches to the high range, and then over into 7th. And then switch back down again, over here, switch back down to low range, and then into whichever gear we're going for. So I just wanted to mention that as well. It should make things a bit easier, because last time when I wanted to shift from low range to high range, I had to let go of the wheel completely to press the button with this hand and move the gear shifter with the other hand. But now I should be able to keep one hand on the wheel at all times, which is the safest thing to do. Hey Saul, what game version do you have? Says Chef Niall. Woo! Says Chef Niall. I've got 1.5, Chef Niall. Yeah, the other thing about the eye tracker as well is it gets a little bit confusing, because you turn with your head and then you forget that you're actually moving in a different direction from where the camera's looking. It gets a little bit jarring. But like I say, the eye tracking software is not perfect. And if it does become a problem, I can always turn it off. But we'll see how we get on with it. Let's go up to 12. Ooh. I think once I settle down, yeah, if I lean back a little bit and try and keep my eyes on the road as much as possible, we should be okay. We are speeding at the minute. Ooh. And now we've crashed a little bit. I've tried to copy your mods from the Discord in the correct order, but doesn't seem to load. Any help? Have you definitely downloaded the right versions of the mods, Chef Niall? Because I know a lot of those mods, when you download them, it'll automatically download the 1.51 version of the mods, because a lot of them have been updated to 1.51. You have to make sure that you're specifically downloading the versions that are compatible with version 1.5. But if you've got all the mods and they're the right versions and everything, and the load order's correct, and it's still not working, then I might be able to help you later on after the stream. I might be able to give you a hand with it. But like I say, first thing I'd do is make sure that the mods are all definitely the correct versions. Poppy Pork says, you lied to me, Saul, I'm very unhappy. What did I lie to you about, Poppy? I think you commented that yesterday as well, and you never answered. Oh, on the last farm sim you picked up bales, when on the previous live you said, never again in FS22. Yes, I'm sorry. I did lie about that a little bit. So the thing is, like, I did pick up the bales, but then I forgot that I also had to sell them. And that's what I was doing in the last stream. I was selling the bales, because obviously I couldn't just leave them there. But now we are definitely done. There is going to be no more bales in FS22 now. I promise this time. What's the game called, says Jack? This is Euro Truck Simulator 2, Jack. Yeah, I think you can probably see what I mean about the lag right now. Just, it does seem to lag a lot every time I move my eyes. Again, if it becomes too much of a problem, let me know and I can turn the eye tracking software off. It might be that we have to wait until I've upgraded my PC. It might work a little bit better on a more powerful setup. We just crossed into England. Yeah, the mods are in the correct versions. I made that mistake already, so I had to change them. And have you definitely downgraded Euro Truck to version 1.5 as well? Because obviously the current version is 1.51. So as if you need to make sure that you've got the beta 1.5 active in Steam as well. If all else fails, by the way, Chef Niall, feel free to put some screenshots in the Discord, and I'll take a look. Ooh. And I might be able to advise you if I can see exactly what's going on. Oh, we're crashing a lot today. I think that is because of the eye tracker, to be honest. You might occasionally see me trying to move the thumbstick and then remembering that that doesn't actually do anything at the minute, because I have to use my actual eyes. Hey STFC, how you doing? How is driving a lorry for hours fun? I don't know, Joe. I can't explain it, it just is. We're getting tired, but we're only a mile away from the services, so I'm going to pull over in a second. God, having the eye tracker on makes me realise how much I look around. Like, I'm constantly looking at the chat and then the sat-nav and then back to the chat and then back to the sat-nav. I don't realise that I'm doing it, but now that I've got the eye tracker enabled, you know, it makes it very obvious every time I take my eyes off the road. I know, I'm getting tired. Don't worry, we're nearly there. No, maybe I shouldn't have gone all the way down to 3 just yet. Is that a cat? Yes, Ali, I do have a cat. He's fully animated as well. That's a mod called Farzel's Cab Cats. I think it's on the Steam Workshop. If not, it'll be from Trucky Mods. That's where most of my mods are from. But yeah, Farzel's Cab Cats. There's like a few different coloured cats: Ginger, Calico, Tabby, and so on and so forth. I got this one because it's the same pattern as my childhood cat Gizmo. Oh, what we stuck on? Oh dear. Let's try not to damage the helicopter. I mean, I know it's a big task, but I genuinely think if we put our minds to it, we might actually be able to transport this helicopter 10,000 miles without damaging it. There's only one way to find out, I guess, at the end of the day. Let's have a drink. Coffee again, by the way, this afternoon. In my game mug. Okay, before we do anything else, let's put the next rest stop in straight away. Can we get to London? Oh, easily we can get to London. I forget how tiny this country actually is. Can we get all the way to Folkestone? We can. Okay, well, maybe we won't mark a rest stop then. If we can get all the way to the ferry, we can sleep, well, the Channel Tunnel, we can sleep on the train and then carry on driving when we get to France. Have I got my lights on? Yes. In general though, the little bit of game time I have played on ETS2 is very fun and very relaxing. I'm glad to hear that, Chef Niall. That's exactly how I would describe this game. Very fun and very relaxing. Most of the time. I mean, to be quite honest, having the manual gearbox and the eye tracker, it's a little bit more stressful than I'm used to, but I'll get used to it. So how's your day been? Not too bad, STFC. How's yours? I've got to remember to lean back. Lean back. Because the eye tracker works, like, with my distance from the camera as well. So if I try to lean back, then the camera's a lot more stable. That's better. I need to not take my eyes off the road so much. Like I say, I never realised how much I look at the sat-nav and the chat and stuff like that. Could always reduce sensitivity of the eye tracker. It's a little bit trickier than that, Poppy Pork, because it doesn't really have it doesn't have like a sensitivity slider. It's you have to calibrate it, so it'll tell you to look at the center of the screen and then look at each corner, and that'll map that'll map the camera for you. In theory, you can adjust the sensitivity by, like, not fully looking at the corners. Like, if I looked near the corner but not quite into the corner, then that might make it a little bit less sensitive. But it's kind of a tricky thing to do. And it's not too bad. Like I say, the problem is you have to keep your head in the exact same position as when you calibrate it. So, like, if I'm sat here when I calibrate it, then I have to keep my head here for the entire time that I'm playing, because as soon as you move closer or further away or a little bit to the side, it doesn't know what to do. So it's not perfect, like I say. Is it easier to look around? It is easier to look around. That's the main advantage. Is, you know, if I want to look out my left mirror, I can just turn my head rather than using the thumbstick. But the thing is, because I'm not used to just turning my head and turning the camera, I always end up not concentrating on where I'm going, if you know what I mean. I'm speeding again. Afternoon, Saul. How are you? Not too bad, Sophie. How are you today? Did you check out my latest post on Patreon, by any chance? For anyone who's not a member of my Patreon, I just posted a sneak peek of my upcoming video that's going out next week. The video that I've been talking about for a very long time and that I'm finally working on at the moment. That's why I was late to start the stream today, actually, because I was busy editing. But yeah, if you want to see a sneak peek of the upcoming video, you know what to do. Join my Patreon. Get your name on this board. Caravan's racing you. It must be. We must have left him in the dust. I must say, it does feel a lot more like I'm actually driving a real vehicle, you know. I think that's the biggest positive about the eye tracker, is it does make it feel a lot more immersive. I'd love to do it in VR one day, but then I'm not sure how that would work with a live stream, because, you know, how would I see the chat and stuff? And you wouldn't see my face because I'd just have this massive piece of plastic in front of it. It would be cool to try it in VR, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it'd be very good to stream it in VR. Do you play other games? Yes, I do, Martin. In terms of games that I stream, I currently stream Minecraft on Mondays, Euro Truck on Tuesdays, and Farming Simulator on a Friday. But I play plenty of other games off stream as well. I'm a big fan of Train Simulator. I like city building games like City Skylines and stuff like that. I just got a Discord notification. I'm going to pause for a quick second. Oh, we got a new member. Hello, Jack. Welcome to the Discord. Okay, back to the game. Why Patreon instead of TikTok sub? Good question, Becky. So there's a few reasons that I didn't want to go with TikTok subs. And you may notice if you go to my account right now that you can get a TikTok subscription. Please don't. I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of TikTok. Don't get me wrong, I love the audience that I have here on TikTok, and I've enjoyed streaming here on TikTok. But TikTok as a company, not the biggest fan of. And especially like the way that they monetize stuff on their platform is a little bit shady. They first of all, they take a massive cut, which is, you know, I'm not saying that it's all about the money, but they do take a huge cut of subs, whereas Patreon takes a much smaller cut. They also the thing that really made me want to not do it is that once you've set it up, you can't revoke it. That's the thing that really pissed me off. Sorry for swearing, but that's the thing that really annoyed me about TikTok subscriptions. Is that I went to set them up because I was curious. You know, I'll set up TikTok subs. I'll see how it works. And they ask you, you know, how much do you want your tier to be, and you know, stuff like that. So I set it to £3. And then they say, congratulations, you're now offering subscriptions. It's as easy as that. Like there's no confirmation or anything like that. There's no, are you sure you want to launch this or whatever. It's literally just, oh, you should offer subs, and then you press, okay, I'm interested, and then that's it. You're already offering them. And once you're offering them, there is no way to revoke them. I have contacted customer support. I have contacted TikTok customer service and asked them to take away the subscription button on my channel because I don't want to offer subscriptions. No reply. They will not remove it. Because removing it would potentially lose them money, right? And it's all about making money. So they will literally do anything in their power. Oh, I've accidentally gone into neutral there. They'll literally do anything out in their power to make as much money as possible, right? And that means, you know, once you're offering subscriptions, you're offering subscriptions whether you like it or not, and there's literally no way to stop doing it. So yes, I do technically offer subscriptions here on TikTok, but only because I literally can't stop offering them. So please don't sub to me on TikTok. Do it through Patreon. It's cheaper. I get a bigger cut of the donations that you give, and they're nowhere near as shady. So like I say, please, you know, if you do want to support me financially, I really would rather you did it through Patreon rather than TikTok. I don't really trust TikTok, if we're being quite honest. How much percent does TikTok take? From what I've heard, it's like a flat 50% minimum. Like, not with gifts. Like if you send diamonds and stuff on stream, that's different. But money that you give to subscribers, they take half of that at least immediately, which is insane. And like I say, Patreon, I'm not sure exactly how much Patreon takes because it's different depending on what country you're in and what country the people who are donating are from and stuff like that. But it's a much smaller cut at the end of the day. And again, like I say, it's not just about the money as well. It is the fact that TikTok is quite shady about their subscriptions, and at the end of the day, they're just trying to get money. Which is what I'm trying to do, so I don't want them getting in my way. I jest. Okay, I'm going to pause for a second because we've had a few questions that I want to check out. Why not move platforms for streams? Because of my audience, to be honest, Chef Niall. The reason that I still stream on TikTok is because this is where my audience are. This is where all my viewers are, and you know, I like that I've built up an audience here on TikTok. And if I went over to Twitch, for example, I would basically have to start again. I know obviously I could make a video and say, hey, go and follow me on Twitch, but not everyone who follows me on TikTok is going to want to go and follow me on Twitch, you know what I mean? So like I say, I'm happy to stay here on TikTok, I just don't want to do any sort of monetization through TikTok. How can you have eye tracking? Sorry, Artie, I was answering another question, but the way that you the way that you get eye tracking on Euro Truck is, I mean, first of all, you can get like an official eye tracker from Toby or whatever if you've got the money for that. But you can do it with a webcam as well. So I am using not that webcam that I'm filming on. I've got a second webcam on top of my monitor there. You can get like free eye tracking software that works off your webcam. So that's what I'm using right now. And that's how I've got an eye tracker active in game. I thought you were going to Africa. We are going to Africa, FTFC. Let me just quickly explain what happened. So last time, you may recall that we went to Kampala in Uganda, and we couldn't take any jobs. Like, no matter what place we went to, it wouldn't let us accept any jobs. And I figured out that it's a mod conflict that's causing it. So there's two mods. There's a mod called Beyond, which is what adds in all of these countries: Sudan, Central African Republic, Cameroon, and so on. And then there's another mod called Road into Wilderness, which is what adds these southern countries: Uganda, Botswana, South Africa, Zimbabwe, etc., etc. And there's some sort of conflict going on between those two mods, which means I can't accept any jobs in any of this area. It just won't let me take the jobs. I'm working on it, and if you are using my mod list, rest assured I am trying to figure out what's causing that problem. But it's, like I say, it's most likely a conflict between these two mods that's causing it. But what I've done is I fast travelled up to my garage in Tórshavn, and then we took a massive job all the way to Cape Town, South Africa. So we are still driving to Africa. We are still going to Cape Town. That is still our final destination. But we are back in Europe at the minute. Okay, the other thing is, I do have a minor complaint about the gearbox, and it's that whenever I pause the game, the gearbox goes back to neutral. So if I open the map, for example, as soon as I close the map again, the gear's going to be back in neutral, and I'm going to have to switch out and then back in again, which is quite annoying. It didn't do it that time. It's that great. But you have seen it happen earlier in the stream, so you know I'm not making it up. Have I been to Asia yet? Says Chef Nile. Yes, we have, Chef Nile. Sorry to keep pausing. Let's just have a quick look at where we have been in Asia. So first of all, we've been in the Asian part of Russia. I've done a very long drive up to Aydin. We've very briefly visited China. I've been to Dalian. There's a couple of other places in China that I haven't gotten to yet. But like I say, we have been to Dalian. I haven't been to the Koreas yet. I have been to Indonesia, obviously, Jakarta, in the Java Road Revolution mod, and I have been to Malaysia, but I haven't yet been to Laos, Vietnam, Myanmar, I want to say. I haven't been to those countries yet, and like I say, I haven't been to the Koreas either. But I have visited Asia, and I've actually got a garage in Singapore. That's a long journey you're on. It certainly is. Welcome to the stream. My dad, everybody, is here. Say hi. Yeah, it's a 10,000 mile job we're doing from the Faroe Islands to Cape Town, South Africa. What's the game called? It's Euro Truck Simulator 2, Joan. Not going to lie, eye tracking's not great with you looking at the chat. It's all over the place. I was thinking the same, Chris, to be quite honest with you. Like I say, I'm glad that I've tried it out. I'm glad that I've given it a test. But I don't think it's working, to be honest. I don't think it's quite working out. I'm going to keep it on for... I'll probably keep it on for today's stream, unless it gets really bad. But I don't know if I'm going to continue with eye tracking in the future, unless I'm playing off-stream. because it isn't the best. It isn't the best experience for you as a viewer, like you say, especially with me having to look down at the chat all the time. I have head tracking SW for flying, might be better. I'm not sure what that is. How much is it paying, says STFC. This job is over $1 million. I think it's 1.12 mil. Yeah, £1,153,445. Oh, software. Yeah, that is what I'm using. I am using an eye tracking. I'm using my webcam for the eye tracking. I definitely don't have the money for an actual eye tracking peripheral. Oh, I have head track rather than eye tracking. Okay, I might look into that then. So I'm presuming, like, with the head tracking, I can still look around without moving the camera. That would make it so that I can look at the chat without turning the camera all the time. So that would be definitely useful. I'll drop you a DM. Thank you, Chris. I'll check that out. Like I say, if I can get head tracking working instead of eye tracking, that might be quite helpful. That's what I use flying a helicopter. Cool. I'll foot down a bit. See, it's not too bad actually. When I'm not looking at chat, it's pretty good. It's just every time I do look at chat, you're so still. It's funny. Yeah, I'm like trying to stay as still as humanly possible so that the eye tracker doesn't go crazy. I was sat here like. But yeah, like I say, I'll definitely check out the head tracking. It might be a good alternative to the eye tracking. As long as I can look at my mirrors without having to actually use a thumbstick, that's all I want, really. Literally, the only reason I wanted eye tracking in the first place is so that I can look at my left side mirror there without turning my camera with the thumbstick. So if I could do that with head tracking instead of eye tracking, that'll do me. Why not turn on the mirror assist, says Chef Nile. Because it breaks the immersion for me. I don't like having like the mirror just there on screen. When I'm playing simulator games, I like there to be, ideally, for there to be no like UI on the screen at all. Like no on-screen menus, no mirrors, nothing like that. again, it is obviously helpful to have an on-screen mirror so that you can actually see behind you without having to turn your camera. But then, you know, it's more realistic to have to actually look over there. I should have shifted gears there, by the way. I'm still getting used to this manual gearbox. I know I probably should have shifted down when we came off that motorway there. That's better. I'm getting there. It's certainly been a fun experience learning how to use the manual gear shifter. You made me spend £260 on a Logitech G29 and Euro Truck Sim 2. Not me. Don't blame me. Unless you have fun, then I will take full responsibility. And I'm sure you will, because it's a fantastic game. Joking aside, though, it is always nice to see people say that they've picked up a game and started to play it because they saw me playing it. It's always really nice to get those sorts of comments, so I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. And like I say, you'll have a great time. It is definitely a much more entertaining experience when you've got an actual wheel as well. I'm not telling everyone out there to go out and buy an expensive gaming wheel. I'm just saying, you know, if you got the space for it and you got the money for it and you're going to actually use it quite often, it does make the game a lot more exciting and a lot more fun. What head tracker have you got? At the minute, I'm using an old webcam along with Beam eye tracker. Like I say, in future I'm probably going to switch to head tracking instead of eye tracking, because the eye tracking is causing a few problems with the stream. We're speeding again. Yeah, like I say, I think definitely the biggest problem is that every time I look over at the chat, my in-game camera goes crazy. So I will be switching to head tracking in future if, like I say, Chris has kindly sent me a link to a head tracking software that I could use. So, okay, a couple more questions. I found that there's a radio made specifically for ATS, ETS, and yeah, there is, Chef Nile. Yeah, there's if you use the in-game radio, you can connect to like actual radio stations that are dedicated to like Euro Truck and Farming Sim, which is really cool. Does the wheel you have give feedback? Says CT Ricky. This one doesn't, Ricky. No, this is just a basic wheel. It's a great wheel for beginners, and I definitely recommend it. It's the Logitech G heavy equipment wheel. It's designed for Farming Sim, but it works very well for Euro Truck as well. The only downside, obviously, is the lack of force feedback, which is why... Oh, I'm lagging real bad all of a sudden. Which is why I do want to upgrade it at some point to one with force feedback. Just pause a sec. Ooh, lovely. Yeah, I think the lag is being caused by the eye tracker as well. That's better. Like I say, I think what's happening is that because my eyes are moving so quickly that the game is having trouble rendering stuff very quickly. And as you know, the game does lag a bit, even without the eye tracker, because my PC is a little bit old at this point. That might be about to change though. Like I say, I do have plans. Oh, when I put my hand in front of my face, the camera goes crazy. Oh. Yeah, I do have plans to upgrade my PC quite soon. Hopefully before Christmas, maybe even before the release of FS25. Fingers crossed, it would be really great to be able to play Farming Sim 25 on a brand new machine. But I can't make any promises, obviously. Computers are very expensive. And it's all a matter of whether I have the cash spare. I'm shooting across that motorway, yes, indeed. I mean, I wasn't a safe driver before, but now that I'm more immersed, now that I've got the manual gearbox and the manual eye tracking, it's not really helping. It's not really making me any safer. What specs do you have, says Riley? My current specs, Riley, I've got an Intel i5 6500 CPU, a Asus GTX 1050 Ti 3GB GPU, and 32GB of RAM. But the PC that I'm planning on upgrading to very soon is going to have an RTX 3060 12GB graphics card, so immediately like quadruple the graphics. Which is going to be very good. It's got the same amount of RAM, but it's got an Intel i5 10500 compared to the 6500 that I've currently got. So, yeah, it's going to be quite a significant upgrade. It's just a case of when I've got enough money to spare to actually buy it. But like I say, I do already have my eyes on the PC that I'm planning to get next. See, it's not so bad now. It's still lagging a bit, but am I a pianist, says King's Football Club. Yes, I am, King's Football Club. I posted a video a few days ago, piano cover. If you want to check it out, I do quite a few piano covers on my channel, mostly from TV shows and video games. And the most recent one that I posted was a theme from Thomas the Tank Engine. I've done quite a few Thomas pieces recently, and I do have a couple more lined up as well. Best country to drive in on ETS, says Chef Nile. Iceland for me. Thanks for following, by the way, King's Football Club. My favourite place to drive in Euro Truck is Romania, which was added in the, I think, Road to the Black Sea DLC. Fantastic place, fantastic country, absolutely beautiful scenery. I've said it before, I feel like SCS Software, every single DLC that they make is just so much bigger and better and more detailed than the one before it. And I think that the Road to the Black Sea is absolutely gorgeous. It adds Romania, Bulgaria, and a little bit of Turkey. Fantastic DLC. Absolutely gorgeous scenery. Really interesting roads as well. There's a lot of smaller roads, a lot of tight mountain roads and stuff like that. And Romania in particular. I have my main garage in Craiova in Romania because I just love that part of the map so much. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I would definitely say my favourite place to drive in game is Romania. Thanks for following, by the way, CT Ricky. Very kind of you. Agreed, I love that the devs just allow people to mod their game without too much hassle. I love that as well. I'm... Oh, very, very laggy there. Woo. I always love a developer who encourages mods and is supportive of mods on their games. Believe it or not, there are some developers who don't like people to mod their games, and they're very, very strict about people modding their games, which I don't get. I think it's great that a game can be modded, and that the community, the people who play the game, can come up with so much amazing stuff that's not in the base game itself. And there are some games that are like literally kept alive by mods. So, like I say, it's always nice to see a game developer who supports mods and is encourages people to mod their games. Oh, what's happening now? Whoa. Oh, crap, I accidentally shifted down to 3. That's why. Like I say, still getting the hang of the gearbox. How do I fix that my steering wheel on my game turns more than I turn it IRL? Woo. Reduce sensitivity. Yes, that's what I was just about to say before I had to come screeching to a halt. Yeah, there's plenty of sensitivity settings and stuff like that you can adjust. Hey Saul, hey Oscar. Nearly wiped out the Hells Angels, yes. There's a lot of bikes. I mentioned it before. I don't know which mod is causing it, but I've got a lot of traffic mods, and I think it's one of the traffic mods that's adding in so many motorbikes, because they're everywhere. Have you got a clutch pedal, says Beast Royale. I don't currently have a clutch pedal, no, Beast Royale. Fortunately, Euro Truck doesn't require you to have a clutch pedal. If you have a manual gearbox, then it does, it automatically handles the clutch for you, which is nice. I do want to get a clutch pedal eventually, but like I say, at the minute I've only got brake and accelerate. Oh, a lot of lag again. Got an eye mover? Yes, I do, Jack. I think I'm going to turn it off in a minute, though. I think once we get to the ferry, once we get to the channel tunnel, I'm going to turn the eye tracker off because it's getting really laggy around here. It's also starting to give me a bit of a headache because of the amount of twitchiness. But I will check out the head tracking software that Chris recommended, so thank you, Chris, for the recommendation. We'll try that next time, because it will probably work a bit better than the eye tracking. Because yeah, I don't think the eye tracking's working out, to be honest. I'm not liking how it's going. I go straight through? Oh, we're redlining there. I wonder, can you, does anyone know if you can lock the eye tracking to a certain axis? Because if I could lock the eye tracker so that it only lets me move side to side and not up and down, I think that might actually help. I might have a look at the settings in a minute and see if that's at all possible, because this is I'm not, this is too much. I don't like this. Oh, I really is no, it's starting to actually hurt my head a lot now. Like I say, as soon as I get to the ferry, I'm going to take a look at the options and see if I can adjust things a little bit. And if not, I'm just going to turn the eye tracker off for the rest of the stream. What do you have on the back? We have a helicopter, Alex, and we're taking it all the way from Tórshavn in the Faroe Islands to Cape Town, South Africa. Oh, we need to be a bit further forwards. Whoops. I might stay in the external camera just for a couple of minutes to give my eyes a bit of a rest, because oh, like, I'm not even joking, that eye tracker is really starting to hurt my eyes. The only thing is, obviously, from the external camera, I can't see how fast I'm going, what my rev counter is, what gear I'm in. I mean, I can see what gear I'm in by looking at the actual gearbox right next to me, but you know what I'm saying. Speed it up a bit. Surely they can just fly the helicopter. Hey, I don't ask questions. I just do my job. They want a helicopter delivering, I deliver it. None of my business. Redlining again. Can I play the game on Xbox? This game isn't on Xbox, Liverpool 51015, unfortunately. You can get Euro Truck Simulator 1 on consoles, but it's definitely not the same game. It's a very simplified version, let's say. Ooh. Where are you driving? We are driving to South Africa, and we're currently in Dover, so quite a long way yet. Come on, where's the marker? Oh, I see it. Eye tracker says farming edits. Yes, I am using an eye tracker. It's not going well. I'm going to try and adjust the settings a little bit in a minute. If I can't figure out how to make it a little bit less jittery, then I think we're probably just going to turn it off for today's stream. But I'm glad I tried it. You know, you don't know if you don't try at the end of the day. Lovely. Looks cool, to be fair. It is cool. I do like the idea of using an eye tracker. It's just it's not working out as smoothly as we were expecting. Like I say, if there's any way to... I don't want to spend too long trying to troubleshoot it, but if anyone knows if it's possible to like lock the eye tracker to one axis, because what I'd really like to do is have it so that I can look side to side but not up and down. I think that'd get rid of a lot of the issues. Okay, there's... I'm just looking in the settings, and there's... I can adjust the yaw, pitch, and roll. Don't know which is which. Any suggestions? Genuinely, I'm asking. Does anyone know? Ah. Okay. This might look a bit strange, but bear with me a second. The pitch is up and down. Okay, thank you, Nuts. Ah, but I've disabled the pitch and it's... Let me try that. Oh no, that's... That's definitely not what I wanted to do. Hold on. How much was your wheel and gears, says CT Ricky? Wheel, side panel and pedals were £230. That's the Logitech G Heavy Equipment Bundle. The handbrake was £30 from eBay. I don't know what brand it is. And the gear shifter is a Thrustmaster THAS, which I got for £45 off Argos. But it normally costs £60 from Thrustmaster's own website. And the beacon light there is from the collector's edition of Farming Simulator 22, which cost me a £5 on Facebook Marketplace. Okay, so I'll try and disable the pitch. Let's see what happens. Oh, this is not right at all. I've broken my neck. Oh dear, definitely not. Okay, there's one more thing. I can try and disable the roll and see if that does anything. Okay, this just looks exactly the same as when I started. I'm not sure what's changed. Okay, I mean, I'll try it. Maybe when we're actually driving we'll see a difference, who knows. What does AMA mean, says Duke Boots. AMA means ask me anything. And I will do my best to answer within reason, as long as it's a respectful question. I aim to answer all legitimate questions. Okay, have we slept? Did we sleep? We didn't actually sleep on the train, so we are going to have to mark a rest point in 2 hours. We are in France, by the way. If you're counting how many countries we've been through, We're currently on our 4th country. And it appears there's not a single rest. The nearest rest stop is 4 hours away. I mean, there are rest stops here in the terminal, so we could go to one of those. Happy birthday, says Unreal Sam. It's not my birthday, Sam, but thanks anyway. Thanks for following DJ Jones. Okay, so we are now in France. So again, if you're keeping score of the countries we've been through so far, Faroe Islands, Scotland, England, and France. I am counting Scotland and England as separate countries, because they are. Let's not, please not have any arguing about, oh, the UK is a country and Scotland and... The UK is a country. Scotland and England are also countries. Let's leave it at that. What gear am I supposed to be in right now? Isn't it confusing driving with a UK truck on the right side of the road? No, Duke Boo. In fact, it's actually more confusing for me driving on the left-hand side of the road with a UK truck, because I've played so much of this game and I've gotten so used to driving on the right-hand side with right-hand side vehicles that whenever I go back to the UK in-game, it always messes with my head. Like, I've gotten so used to this at this point. Okay, can I rest here? No. Where's the rest point? Oh, God. I think we're lost. I knew I'd get lost here. It's such a confusing place. I just want to sleep. I just want to find somewhere that I can sleep. Thanks for following, Colner S113. Where am I going now? Where are you taking me? The rest points are behind us. I'm so confused. I don't know where I am right now or what's happening. Okay, this is customs. I guess this is the right direction, because we do have to go through customs at some point. Okay, this the eye tracker thing is still not working as I was hoping it would. Let me just try and tweak it again. Ah. Hold on. Nope. The camera's still absolutely broken there. Let me try this. No, that can't be right. This is not, it's not changing anything. Okay, like I say, I may have to just turn off the eye tracker for today and try and figure this out at another time, because I don't want to waste your time on the stream. Oh. Hold on. Okay. We might actually be getting somewhere, so now I can still look around, but when I actually move my head, it doesn't move the camera, which is kind of in the right direction. Still not perfect, but it might be a little bit better. Is your GPU struggling? Probably, Lucas, yes. It is only 3 gigabytes, and I do put it through its paces more often than I probably should. It's clinging on for dear life, if we're being honest. Hey, just asking, are you a girl? Says Blake Sheen. Yes, I am, Blake. I am a trans woman. What's the game called? This is Euro Truck Simulator 2 for more clips. Oh, we're in 9th gear there. That's a bit high. Ooh, mounted the curb there. Mod says OS1, yes. Many, many mods. I have 133 mods active at the moment. What, literally, where am I going right now? Hang on a minute. What is the point in this? What? Why is it? Whatever. Bloody sat-nav. Oh good, we've passed the X-ray. I didn't even know we were going towards an X-ray, but apparently we were, and we've just had one. What's this? Is this a weigh station? Yep, 25 tons. Wow, helicopters don't weigh much, do they? And now a security check. We're going back in! Why are we... Why? We've just gone round in a circle. We just wasted 10 minutes. We've gone back into the boarding area. We're not going back to England. Why are we here? No, I don't want to get back on the track. I don't want to go back through the Eurotunnel. I want to go to France. That's why I came here. Oh, now I've accidentally driven off the map. We're in a place that we're not supposed to be. What's what is this? Oh my god. I mean, I'm not supposed to be here, evidently. What's the... I'm so confused right now. We're actually outside the map area at the minute. So if I suddenly fall out of the world into the void, that's why. What's that? What is that road that I've just passed over, and why is it on the map as a dotted line? I don't know what's going on anymore. The dotted line's probably the train going back to the UK. It can't be though, because the dotted line on the sat-nav is in front of me. That's like a separate dotted line. What happens if I turn right here? I'm going to turn right. Oh, I'm in ninth gear again. Ah, okay, it's a secret passage. It's a secret road. So there are roads in game that aren't marked on the map that you can discover, but I didn't realise that that's what this was. Redlining. France. Wonderful. Lagging like crazy again. Is this? Are you serious? There's a whole petrol station that's not marked on the map? That is crazy. Look at this. Like, none of this is marked on the map, by the way. From here all the way to here, including this entire petrol station, not marked on the minimap at all. That's crazy. But I'm not going to complain. If we can sleep here, then I'll be very happy. We've gone into neutral again. Oh, thank you, Robbo847, for joining the Discord. It's very nice of you. Okay. I think it might be time to admit defeat and just turn off the eye tracker completely, because I cannot for the life of me get it to do what I want. See, this is almost what I want, but the camera's not facing the right way. Like, look, it's turning, but it's not going up and down. That's exactly what I want the camera to do, but facing in the correct direction. I don't know why it's not doing that. It's bizarre. It's oh, now it's inverted. Oh my god, look. What? Who would want this? Who would want their eye tracker to look that way when they turn their head that way? Oh, okay. I think we're just going to turn the eye tracker off, folks. It's not working at all. Okay, Robbo, thank you very much, aka Chris. Thank you for sending me a link to the head tracking software, which I will test out off camera, and we'll probably use that next time because I don't know what's going on here, and I I don't get it. I don't like. This is so close to what I want, and yet it's still not quite what I want. Like, it's working, I'm turning my head, but why am I looking backwards? Why am I looking behind myself? That's what I don't get. Okay. What a day. And there isn't even a place to rest here. I need to sleep. Oh wait, can I sleep there? That looks like a rest point. Ooh. Yeah, that is a rest point. Good. Okay. I'm turning off the eye tracker. I'm just turning it off completely. Like I say, thank you for the link, Chris, and I will check out the head tracker after the stream. But I'm done trying to make this eye tracker work. I'm just going to turn it off and we'll do without it for the rest of the stream. Thanks for following, by the way, Antonio Topguard. Very kind of you. Okay. Stop tracking, thank you. The only problem is the thumbstick doesn't work either now. So, hold on. Is this a roundabout? No, it's not a roundabout. Good. My god. Okay, I think we're finally back onto familiar roads. Why am I in 9th? I can't turn my camera. Oh, sod you, I'm going. Christ. Oh my god. Where am I? Okay, I just gone all the way around that roundabout because I was apparently supposed to turn off there, but I didn't. Oh, what an experience today's been, folks. I'm not even on the map anymore. I'm completely off the map now. I just want to be on that road there. This is nothing. This is literally not even... This is outside the playable area of the game. And now I'm going to have to do a 3-point turn on the top of an embankment. Except it's not going to be a 3-point turn, it's going to be a 50-point turn. And I'm going to hit that guy. I can't even see him, but I've just hit him. And it's going to jackknife as well. There's that. I'm going to hit the lamppost in a second. I'm going to hit that car again. Or maybe not. Oh, I don't... Someone's got it out for me today. The universe does not want me to have a smooth stream today. Please don't tell me I've got to drive all the way back to customs again. What's this way? You're joking. This is a joke, right? This is a joke. This is... Please tell me this is a joke. I'm back at the fucking rail terminal. I'm sorry for swearing, but I'm back at the train terminal again. How did this happen? How am I? Why am I here? Please. Oh my god. No, I don't want to go. Oh, please don't make me go back through customs. Please do not make me go back through customs. I just want to get out of... Move. Let me in. Let me in. You will let me in. I can't quite put into words how annoyed I am. I've been here for 20 minutes. I've literally been at the rail terminal for 20 minutes. I can't get out of it. The thing is, I can't tell where the sat-nav's telling me to go. What do you actually... Where do you want me to go? But why does it want me to go that way, to then come back to the roundabout and go that way? I'm not doing it. I'm just going to go around the roundabout. There's no way. Oh my god, it's because there's a... I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. It's because I put a marker there. There's a marker. I'm done. Oh, God. Oh. No. Oh. I'm gonna kill someone. I'm gonna get violent. Take a minute. I need to pull over somewhere and take a minute. As soon as I get out of this place, I'm pulling over and I'm taking a breather. God damn it. And there's me, sat there like a tit, thinking, oh, why is the sat-nav taking me back to the rail point again? Because I put a marker in the rail port. I was getting mad at the sat-nav when I told the sat-nav to do that. Where am I now? Genuinely, where am I? What is this? What is this place? I don't understand. Oh God. You know what? Let's just switch the engine off, and let's just take a minute. Let's just take a second. I need a drink. And not of coffee either. I need something stronger. Oh. I'm not going to drink and drive. But I do have some Thatchers. And I'm tempted. Oh. Okay. I'm okay. Okay. You're playing a game? Oh my God, K. Beckwith. Really? You don't say. You mean I've been playing a video game this whole time? This isn't a real car that I'm driving? This isn't a real truck that I'm driving? God, I wish someone had told me that sooner. Or else I'd have looked like a right tit. Anyway, we're back on the road now. Okay, let me mark the next rest stop before we get too far. 9 hours, 18 minutes, so... Cologne? Oh, no, easily. You can get way past Cologne. Nuremberg? There we go. Is there a service station in Nuremberg? Apparently not. In fact, there's no service stations at all on this road that I'm on right now. Like, not... There's one here. That's it. And then the next one after that is... here. Okay. I might be able to reach this garage in Nuremberg. Or, if we detour... No, I couldn't quite reach that one. Oh, that one? Yeah, okay, we'll go to that one. Wait, hang on a minute. No, wait. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry, it's all under control. I feel so much better for not having the eye tracker on. Honestly, that was stressing me out. No end. Thanks for following HTP525. It's very kind of you. It appears we are speeding a little bit. Why don't you just drive a real truck, says A Butler. You know, A Butler, every single time I stream this game, somebody asks me that question, and I'm tired of answering it, so I'm not going to. That's better. I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now. I've sent you a load of info. Thanks, Chris. I'll check it out. Don't worry. As soon as the stream's over, I'll check it all out. Okay, I think we're about to cross into Belgium, so that's the 5th country on our list, if you're keeping count. Once again, Faroe Islands, Scotland, England, France, and now Belgium. Why can't you just tell me why you don't drive a real truck? The reason I don't drive a real truck is because I don't want to drive a real truck. This is a video game. Would you ask someone who plays Forza, why don't you just become a real racing driver? Would you ask someone who plays Roller Coaster Tycoon, why don't you just become a real roller coaster engineer? Would you ask someone who plays Call of Duty, why don't you just sign up and join the military in real life? It doesn't make any sense. I play this because I like playing it. I don't want to do it in real life. End of story. Hey Saul, hey Coke Photo, how are you doing today? It really does make sense. You're sat in your room driving a truck on a video game. Yes, once again, it is a video game. It's a thing that I do for fun, not something that I want to do in real life where I would have real responsibilities. Once again, I also play Train Simulator. Does that mean I have to become a real train driver? I play Farming Sim. Does that mean I have to become a farmer? Do people who play flight sim have to be airline pilots? Like, are you only allowed to play flight sim if you're a real-life pilot? No. Don't cry. I'm not crying. I'm just answering your question. Oh wait, are we supposed to turn off here? Yeah, we are. That's better. I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now. A lot calmer. We gotten away from the rail terminal at last, and we've turned off the eye tracker, so I don't have to worry about that. I think maybe now I can enjoy the rest of the stream in peace, you know. Oh, never mind. Shocking driving, says K Beckwith. I'm speechless. I'm genuinely speechless. I don't know whether to laugh or cry when people come along to my stream, tell me, you're a terrible driver, but why aren't you doing this in real life? Oh, you sit in your room and play Truck Simulator all day? Why don't you drive a real truck? But also, you're terrible at driving and you should never be trusted to drive a real truck. Like, make up your mind, please. Do you play on Xbox or PC? PC. You know what? There we go. I'm just going to drive in the hard shoulder for the rest of the stream. I play this game for fun. I could not give less of a shit what you think of the quality of my driving. I play this game for fun. I play this game to entertain people. If you're not entertained by it, watch something else, please. In fact, you know what? There we go. Don't quit, it's not worth it. Don't worry, I'm not ending the stream, Megabyte. But I've had it up to here with the sarcastic comments today and the troll comments and the spam comments. So I'm just going to start blocking people. I don't care. It's no skin off my nose. Like I say, I'm here to have fun and to entertain you. So if you're not entertained and I'm not having fun, I'll just block you. Why am I in neutral? So what do you like being called? Like, is it she or... Yeah, I like she, her pronouns. Thanks for asking, Campbell. Is it lagging or is it just me, says Jack Nichols. It is lagging a bit, Jack. I do apologise. Like I say, I am hoping to upgrade my PC very soon. Ideally before the end of the year, if not sooner. But my current PC isn't exactly top of the range, so there will be lag now and then. I apologise. What truck are you driving, says Howard. I'm in the Scania Streamline R730 as usual. The old trans truck. Is it bad if I call you you? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Do you regret it? Regret what? We're about to cross into Germany, by the way, so again, one more for the country counter. Faroe Islands, Scotland, England, France, Belgium, and now Germany, number 6. I need to write these down somewhere. What are you transporting? A helicopter, Bruno. Do I regret being trans? Well, instead of answering that question, I will direct you to a video that I posted recently, where I talk about how happy I am, and you can judge for yourself if I regret it based on that video. Okay, whoa, okay. I keep forgetting, every time I pause the game, it switches back into neutral. So then I have to gradually climb all the way back up to 12 again. What's your favourite time of year, says STFC. I like spring. I love springtime. Is the truck a mod or in-game? It is a truck in the game, Power. A couple of the modifications that I've got, especially inside, are mods, but the truck itself is available in the base game. Oh, my pedals are slipping about a little bit on the floor. How far are we from the checkpoint? 4.5 hours. Oh, we're only 2 hours into the stream. We've still got another hour left. End of 2024, maybe, says STFC. What? I'm not sure what you mean by that, STFC. What's your favourite lorry, says Kev? Probably this one. Kev, I'm not an expert on lorries, but this is the one that I've driven the most, so I'd say it's probably my favourite. Have I played Euro Truck long or just starting up? About 5 years, RSJ International. Not with all this stuff, obviously. When I first started playing it back in 2019, I was just on a little laptop with keyboard and mouse. Then I eventually got the wheel and side panel, and just recently I got the handbrake, and I've only had the gear shifter for a few days, so... But yeah, I'm not new to Euro Truck by any means. Thanks for joining the Discord, Ben. Much appreciated. What transmission do you use? Good one. I don't know. Like I say, I don't know enough about trucks. I just went for the most expensive one. Force feedback wheel totally changes the gameplay. Oh, I know, RSJ, don't worry. I'm actually planning on getting the Thrustmaster T248. That's the wheel that I'm planning on upgrading to next year. It is primarily designed as a racing wheel, but you can also get a conversion kit for it to turn it into a truck wheel. And that's mainly the reason that I want that particular wheel, because you can switch between trucking mode and racing mode, so I can use it for pretty much any game. But yeah, that does have force feedback. This one obviously doesn't. It's a simple Logitech heavy equipment wheel. But yeah, like I say, I am planning on upgrading to a force feedback wheel next year, which will make the experience all the more realistic. And obviously I need to get a clutch pedal as well. I've just pre-ordered the Hori truck control system, upgrading from Logitech G920. Good luck with it, RSJ. I do have my eye on the Hori truck control system, but I'm not going to buy it until I've seen some reviews of it. Because I was going to get the Hori farming wheel, and then it came out and everyone was saying that it was terrible quality and that the reviewers were paid to just give it good reviews, basically, and it turned out to be crap. I'm not saying the truck wheel is going to be like that, but I don't want to buy it until I know it's tried and tested, if you know what I mean. I want to wait until people have actually had it for a while and tried it out and can verify the quality of it before I get one myself. It does look good though. It looks fantastic. But then again, so did the farming one, and it apparently is not that fantastic. Thanks for following, by the way, RSJ International ATS. Very kind of you. Right, okay, sorry. Is my voice going to change? Somebody asked. No. Trans women's voices don't change. Not without either surgery or voice training. I do intend to do voice training, so yes, my voice will change, but only when I actually put the time and effort in to change it. Whereas for trans men, people who are transitioning female to male, their voice does change with testosterone, but the opposite isn't true for trans women. You know, estrogen doesn't make your voice higher pitched. Like I say, you either have to get your vocal cords tightened surgically, or you can just train your voice to sound more feminine, which I eventually want to do. Alright, Sally, how you doing, says AKB. Hi again, AKB. Once again, my name's not Sally. Not sure where you got that from, but my name is Saul. S-A-U-L, to rhyme with Paul. But I'm very well, thank you. If you don't mind me asking, did your surgery cost a lot of money? I haven't actually had any surgery. And I don't plan to either, to be quite honest with you. I've mentioned it before. I don't intend to have any surgeries whatsoever. I don't feel that they're necessary for me personally. I would like to take hormones, but that's pretty much it. That's all I really feel that I need. We need to be over there. Ooh. Okay, that was an illegal move, but I was in the wrong lane. When did you switch teams, says Luke Calhan. If you mean when did I come out, 3 years ago. What was your hair like before? Non-existent. I used to have a buzz cut. Pretty much for my entire teenage years, I had a buzz cut. I used to have my hair very short. But since I came out, I've been growing it. I've been growing it for 3.5 years, and this is the result. That's 3.5 years of growth there. And like I say, starting from literally almost completely bald. So... fit check, says FCFC. There really is no fit to check today, to be quite honest with you. Literally, I'm not exaggerating, I got dressed like 5 minutes before the stream started. Because I've been so busy editing today. I've been working on my video that I'm posting next week. For those of you who don't know, next week is actually the 3-year anniversary of me like coming out publicly. And to celebrate, I'm working on a very special 15-minute long video. But yeah, I've been editing that video all week, like pretty much round the clock. And I've been editing it this morning, so I literally... just threw this on 5 minutes before the stream. So it's really nothing to write home about. It's literally just a shirt and shorts. Okay, let's get some kit, shall we? Early congrats. Thank you, STFC. Like I say, the video is going to be a big one. I haven't even finished filming it yet. I've already started editing, and there's still a couple of minutes of footage that I haven't actually filmed. Was planning to do it today, but I was so busy editing that I didn't get around to it. But I've got till next Tuesday to record and edit the whole thing. Like I say, there's about 2 minutes of footage left to film, and then a lot of editing work to do. So, but it's going to be a good one. Like I say, it clocks in at about 13.5 minutes, maybe even longer once I've added in some other elements. And I realise that posting a 15-minute video to TikTok isn't the best idea, because nobody has that sort of attention span on this platform. No offence. But I am going to be posting the whole 15-minute thing, if you want to watch the whole thing. Okay, looks like the next rest stop is going to be in Ljubljana. The game's not going to crash here, is it? The game always crashes in this part of the world. It always crashes in Austria, and it always crashes in Slovenia. No, that's not Slovenia. Whatever country Ljubljana's in, it always crashes there. Someone correct me. I apologise. My geography's not the best. But it always crashes in this part of the country, this part of the world. So I'm really hoping it won't this time. Either way, that's our next rest stop. So let's keep going. I sent an ETS2 pic in the Discord, says the Tartan Truck Spotters. Let me just take a quick look. Tartan Truck Spotters, thank you very much. Oh, nice, nice Scania there. I like it. Very nice. Once again, guys, just to give a little quick shout out to the Discord. Just a quick plug. If you want to join my Discord, there's a link in my bio. It's free to join, and it's sort of a community hangout. You can talk to me, talk to other viewers, other members of my audience. You can get notified whenever I post or make videos and live streams and stuff like that. So it's a great way to keep up to date with what I'm doing. And like I say, it's just the intention is for it to eventually become a nice sort of community hangout. So please do check out the Discord if you're interested. And don't forget to check out the Patreon as well. It only costs £1 a month. Thank you, Sophie, Kate, Gabby and Jess for supporting me over there. Hey, I was here the other day. I did end up buying it. It's amazing. Good for you, CP. I hope you have a great time with the game. It is a fantastic game, and I absolutely love it. Do you have indicators on the truck? Yes, I do, VVD. My indicators are controlled by this stick here. We can go left, and we can go right. Do you make money off TikTok? Not really. Which is why I have a Patreon. I also don't make money off that yet, because I've only got 4 followers. Greatly appreciated, by the way, guys. Don't get me wrong. Thank you all very much for supporting me there on Patreon. But yeah, that's really the reason that I have a Patreon, because eventually I would like to make a bit of money, and it's probably not going to happen here on TikTok. But like I say, the Patreon is only £1 a month. You get your name on this board. But like I say, the Patreon is only £1 a month. You get your name on this board. Join my Patreon for £1 a month. You can see that sort of stuff. Thanks for following, Cassidy G. Much appreciated. I think there was another question that I missed as well. Let me just look back up a little bit. What grade are you on piano? I am not qualified with piano at all. I haven't actually done any training on piano. I haven't had any lessons. I'm entirely self-taught, which is why I'm not very good. But no, I'm entirely self-taught with piano. The only official musical training that I've ever had was with violin. I actually did my grade 1 violin, and I got a distinction, but I never carried it on past grade 1, and I've never like been formally taught any other instruments. Like say, everything I know on piano is just what I've taught myself. Thanks for following, Michael Nankodad SA. Thank you very much. Thanks for the gifts as well, by the way, guys. I'll read those out in a minute. I always seem to miss the gifts, but I will read those out in a sec. Up to 12. There we go. An itch on my leg all of a sudden. Probably just a hair. A bit of a flash of lightning over there. Like the sound of that. Just out of curiosity, when doing the load order, it's Asia at the bottom. I believe so, Chef Niall. Yeah. If you're following the document that I shared in the trucking channel, there is actually a screenshot of the load order as well. In fact, no, wait. Is there a screenshot? Let me double check, because now I'm second guessing myself. Okay, there's no screenshot, but the load order is there. So when you're on the, I don't know if you found the load order page, but like the document's got a second page on it with the load order, just in case you hadn't found it. And that should be everything. That's all the mods that I've got, and that's the order that I've got them in. So. Like I say, the only other thing as well is, just as a fair warning to you, there is a mod conflict between Beyond and Road into Wilderness, so you won't be able to accept any jobs in the South African countries. I'm working on figuring out why that is, so don't panic. But yeah, you won't be able to take any jobs in that area until I've figured out what's causing that. Why are we red? We're in neutral again. That's very annoying. There must be some way to turn that off. Every time I pause the game, the gearbox goes back into neutral. Like, even though I'm in 12th now, if I pause the game and then unpause it again, and now it stays at 12. Okay, it does it when it wants to. Apparently, it does it just to spite me, and then when I want it to, it doesn't work. Do I need to have a fresh save for it? You shouldn't do, Chef Nile, no. It will make you go back to, like, the nearest garage if you own a garage already. Like, it'll... If you're on a job, it'll cancel the job and reset you to, like, the nearest safe place. But you don't need to start a new game for it. Stuttgart. Bosch Parkhouse. Wonderful. Oh, there's a Stobart lorry in front of us. Didn't even notice. Traffic ahead looks pretty bad. Might see if we can skip ahead a little bit. Oh, big lag spike there. I do apologise. Okay, maybe we're not going to get past this traffic. Actually, I don't think I can get enough speed up in these conditions. Well, we can at least get past the Stobart lorry. Do you drive trucks in real life, says Aaron? I don't, Aaron, no. I can't drive at all in real life, actually. Money, says it's Jack. I assume you're asking how much money I have. I've got 9.3 mil at the moment. And the job we're on right now is going to get us another 1.2 mil. It's a very big, very high-paying job. But a very long one as well. We're going all the way to Cape Town, South Africa. And we're currently in Germany. Bavaria, apparently. That's one thing I love about Pro Mods as well, is that it actually tells you what region you're in, not just the country. Like, it tells you what region of the country you're in, which is kind of cool. When did you change the setup? A while ago, Darren. Yeah, it's been like this for a few weeks now. We've only just got the gear shifter, but I've had the handbrake for a couple of weeks, and I moved my camera over to the new filming position about a month ago, I reckon. And the whole reason I moved my camera over there in the first place was so that I could have these things in shot. Are you going to upgrade your PC, says AKB? Yes, I am, AKB. I've got my eyes on a PC at the minute, which I'm going to be buying as soon as I've got enough money to spare for it. Like I say, current PC, I've got a 3GB graphics card, and the PC that I'm going to be upgrading to has a 12GB graphics card, so... yeah, we're going to be playing Euro Truck on ultra graphics by the time I get my new PC, whenever that may be. I'm hoping it's going to be before the release of FS25, because I want to be able to play Farming Simulator 25 on a brand new machine. But I'm not making any promises on that. It might be, it might not be. Certainly before the end of the year is my sincere hope. What are your specs currently? So currently I have an Intel i5 6500 CPU, Asus GTX 3GB 1050 Ti GPU, and 32GB of RAM. And like I say, the machine that I'm upgrading to also has 32GB of RAM, but it has a 12GB graphics card and an i5 10500, so a better CPU as well. I might even invest in a capture card at some point. If I'm going to continue doing this, then I want to be able to do it as professionally as possible, you know what I mean? Start moving as soon as I put the handbrake on, why don't you? See, that's the one thing that I'm really struggling with at the minute with the manual gear shifter, is that I've not quite gotten to the point where I can shift gears without looking. Sometimes I can, but especially when I'm going from the low range to the high range, I have to look over at the gearbox, and obviously when you're trying to turn a corner at the same time, that's not good. You're not in Africa? No, we're in Germany at the minute. Peugeot. We had a bit of a bug in Africa last week, which meant that I couldn't accept any jobs. So I travelled back to Europe, and we've taken another job. We are heading towards Africa again, though. We've got a job that's all the way to Cape Town, South Africa. So we will be back in Africa again in a couple of weeks. Lagging a little bit again there. In fact, if we take a quick look at the map, I think today we'll get to Ljubljana and end the stream there, but we have driven all the way from Glasgow today, so we've covered quite a bit of ground. In next week's stream, we might be able to get all the way to Mersin in Turkey, and then the week after that we'll go through the Middle East and down into Africa. Once we're in Africa, God knows how long this is going to take, but it's going to be a long drive once we do get to Africa. Just remembered I've still got some coffee left. When the road straightens out. I'm gonna go for it. Stone cold. Just how I like it. Ah, delicious. No, in all honesty, I don't mind cold coffee, to be honest. Cold tea, different story altogether, but cold coffee, I'm okay with it. I quite like iced coffee, to be fair, so cold coffee is not really that much different, is it? It's a bit warmer. Look, all I'm saying is if you like hot coffee and you like iced coffee, then why would you not like cold coffee as well? Thanks for following, Sean. Oh, that was a big one. No, the cargo's been damaged. No, I'm not having that. No. No. Sorry, guys, but I'm not accepting that. I'm gonna load the autosave. We are getting this helicopter to South Africa with no damage, even if we have to cheat a little bit and load a previous save. But I'm not letting this thing get damaged. I'm not getting a penalty on this job. Anyway, to answer your question, Sean, I have a Scania Streamline R730. Okay, while that's loading back up, I'm going to plug my Discord and Patreon again. So if you haven't already done so, do check out my links in my bio and join my Discord and Patreon today. My Discord is free to join, and if you do join, you can talk to me directly, you can talk to other members of the community. You can get notified whenever I stream or post videos, so it's you know, just a general community hangout, so please do check that out. And if you want to support me financially, please consider checking out my Patreon. You'll get your name on this lovely board here, along with Sophie, Kate, Gabby and Jess. Thank you all very much. It only costs £1 a month, and you'll also get access to some behind-the-scenes content. I've actually posted some behind-the-scenes content on there today if you want to check that out. Like I say, it's only £1 a month, so, you know, what do you got to lose, really? I think my board's a bit wonky, actually. Let me just straighten that out a little bit. That's okay. Oh. The only problem is now we got to sit and wait for the save to load. How's everyone doing? Maybe a good time to answer some questions. You look a bit like Claire Porter. That's not a question, AKB, and also don't know who that is. Still sound like 1-2, mate, says Leo. Not sure what you mean by that remark, Leo. Fingers crossed, says Chef Niall. Yes. Fingers crossed. What for? Sorry? I'm good, thanks. What about you? I'm not too bad, Sean. Not too bad at all. Busy day today. Just before the stream, I was busy editing a video that I'm going to be posting next Tuesday. Very big video. Well, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not very big, but compared to your average TikTok video, it's very big. It's 15 minutes long, so lots of work going into this one. Why does the save take so long to load, says AKB? That's because I've got so many mods installed. The more mods you have, the longer the game takes to load. It also doesn't help that I don't have a top-of-the-range PC at the minute. Once the game's running, it's fine, but actually loading it up does take quite a while. Saul, you're awesome, says Freddy. Thank you very much, Freddy. Very kind of you. At least we got the music to fill the silence. I love the music in this game, honestly. What games do you play, says Sean. So, on stream, I play Minecraft every Monday, Euro Truck every Tuesday, and Farming Simulator every Friday. Oh, excuse me. That's the coffee. I also do the occasional one-off stream to play various other games that I enjoy. Oh, I'm at it again. Good God. Okay. In terms of games that I play off-stream, I play a lot of Train Simulator. I play a lot of city-building games like City Skylines. I'm a big fan of Factorio. I love sci-fi. Portal, Portal 2, No Man's Sky. Oh, I want to stream No Man's Sky. As soon as I've got my new PC, I will stream No Man's Sky. Seriously, I will stream No Man's Sky. No chance in hell I'm going to be able to stream it from this PC. But I absolutely love No Man's Sky, and as soon as I've got a powerful enough PC to run it and stream it, I will definitely do so. Am I a PC or a console player? I'm a PC player, Sean. Like I say, at the minute, my PC is not really that up to scratch. It's quite old and outdated at this point, which is why I'm hoping to upgrade it very soon. But I do play on PC, and I've been on PC pretty much, well, pretty much since I started university. That was really when I got my first laptop. Because when I was growing up, I was a console player. I grew up in a PlayStation household, so we had the PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4. I had a PS Vita. But then when I started university, I got a PC to do coursework on. Like a little laptop to just do coursework on. And I started using that to play games as well, and that's what really got me into PC gaming. I also have a degree in game design, so, you know, I work, you know, I make stuff on computers it makes sense for me to play stuff on computers as well. Still loading, guys, don't panic. It hasn't crashed, because if it crashes, the music stops playing. So you know it hasn't crashed, because the music's still playing. Can you do a slight extension to the stream as I missed a bit, says Howard. I think I might have to do a slight extension to the stream because we've taken quite a lot of time waiting for the game to load. And on top of that, we did waste a lot of time at the rail port in Calais. So I might run over by 10-15 minutes, but I can't run over by too much because I do actually have to get back to editing my video for next week. So... Kate says, is it a gearbox or what is it? Yes, I do have a gearbox, Kate. You might have missed Saturday's stream when I unboxed it, but I do now have a manual gear shifter. The Thrustmaster TH8S. It works with Euro Truck. I sincerely doubt that it works with Farming Sim. It might do, who knows, but I don't think it does. It doesn't really matter anyway, because I use this thing here to shift gears in Farming Sim. But it might work, who knows? Right, it's got a little stain on the handle. Little mark on it. I don't want it to have marks on it. It brand new. It shouldn't have marks on it. The thing that I'm most worried about as well, I just want to quickly mention, this thing has got like a hole, like the actual cloth part of the gear shifter is down below, and it's got like the actual H shifter over the top. My biggest fear is that something's going to get lost down there. Like, I don't know what, a hair or a peanut, because I eat peanuts a lot. My biggest worry is that I'm just going to lose something down there, and it's going to mess the whole thing up. Anyway, sorry, that was just thinking out loud. I asked in a first message, how is it? Oh, it's good. It's good, Kate. It's very good. I'm very much enjoying it so far. Oh, here we go. Back to it. I don't know why I'm using that. Like I say, it's very good. I'm still learning how to use it, because obviously I don't drive in real life. I've never even had a driving lesson, so I genuinely have no idea how to drive manual, but I'm getting the hang of it. I've found what works best is to start from neutral, go straight into third, then to 6, then to 9, then to 12. So we go up three gears at a time. That seems to work best from what I've seen so far. Sorry if I offended you with my question. Sorry, Sean, I didn't actually see your question. What made you decide to be trans? Okay, good. It's a good question. It's not really a decision, but it's a valid question anyway. That's actually what the video that I'm working on at the minute is about, because it's a question that I get asked a lot, and I really wanted to make a proper video talking about it. But like I say, I've been out for about 3 years. I came out at the age of 22. And what made me realise that I was trans is it's hard to put into like simple words, which again is why it's why I'm making a video about it, so I can talk about it at great length. But to put it simply, I was always very uncomfortable with a lot of aspects of myself, as it were. A lot of things that would typically be considered masculine, like my voice, facial hair, Adam's apple, wide shoulders, big hands, all that sort of stuff. I always hated all of those things about myself, which made me think, like, you know, maybe there's a reason that you dislike all of the stereotypically masculine features of yourself. And there was there was a reason for that, and the reason was that I am more comfortable as a woman. Like I say, I know that's not the best answer, I do apologise, but it's you got to appreciate that it is a very big question, and it's not really a question that you can just answer on the fly with like a simple, straightforward answer. Which is, again, why I'm making an actual video about it, so that I can talk about it at length and talk about it in more detail. But yeah, that's the basic idea. Like, I was uncomfortable with being a man, basically, which is why I'm a woman now. Okay, we're about to cross into Austria, so again, if you're keeping track of the countries, I think this is the 7th country we've been to now. Faroe Islands, Scotland, England, France, Belgium, Germany, and Austria. So this is our 7th country. Never felt comfortable asking these questions, but is trans an acceptable term? I'm not sure what you mean, Poppy. Like, it's acceptable to call me trans, yes, because I am trans. I'm a trans woman, but it's also perfectly acceptable to just say trans. Just as long as you don't say a trans, like a trans, because that is not really. Most trans people don't like that. Most trans people would agree that, like, they don't like to be called a trans. Like, I'm not a trans, I'm trans. But it's perfectly acceptable words, you know. That's what I am at the end of the day. I am trans. I'm a trans woman. Hey, Hopi, how are you doing today? How much was the handbrake, says Truckspotting. It was £30, Truckspotting, off eBay. I don't know what brand it is. It doesn't have a brand anywhere on it. The box doesn't have any brand on it. It's just a plain black box. There's nothing on the actual gear shifter, on the handbrake itself. So I don't know who made it, but I bought it on eBay and it was 30 quid. It's £80 on Amazon. Oh, damn, really? I mean, I don't know if I'd pay £80 for it, but it is a very good handbrake, I will say that. I mean, I know I only paid £30 for mine, but it's very good. Like I say, I don't know if it's worth 80 quid. But it is good. It's a nice thing to have, and it does make it a little bit more immersive, having a proper handbrake, you know? But I would say, you know, maybe shop around and see if you can find it cheaper somewhere else. Scania says, Herrickstad, yes, I am in a Scania. This is the Scania Streamline R730, painted in the colours of the trans flag. And I also have a trans flag in the cab as well, as you can see. What is your favourite game? My favourite game of all time is called Oddworld Abe's Exodus. It's a PS1 game from 1998, which is a year older than me. And it was the first video game I ever played. So it has a very, very special place in my heart. And I actually played it on stream a few weeks back. Fantastic game. Absolutely love it. Love the Oddworld series in general, but that one in particular, Abe's Exodus, without a doubt, my personal favourite game. Like I say, I know not everyone will agree. I don't think it's like the best game ever made, but it's my favourite, you know what I mean? Like, I think something doesn't have to be the best to be your favourite, you know what I mean? You can have a favourite that isn't the best. Amazing game, love it too. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear some appreciation for Abe's Exodus. It is quite a niche game, to be honest. It doesn't have that big of a following. Even though they did actually release a brand new game a couple of years ago called Oddworld Soulstorm, which received very mixed reviews. Personally, I quite enjoyed it, but it was a very mixed reception for the game. I don't know if they're working on a sequel. I sincerely hope they are, because the game was left open-ended and they obviously intended for there to be a sequel. But there's been absolutely no word from them about it, so, you know, whether or not they actually got approval for a sequel, I don't know. Like I say, fingers crossed. I would love to see another Oddworld game, but we'll find out. Speaking of sequels, by the way, oh my god, I woke up today to the most amazing news, because one of my other favourite games of all time is getting a sequel. And it is the one and only Alien Isolation. Yes, if you're an Alien Isolation fan out there, they have just announced, they literally announced yesterday, they are making a sequel to Alien Isolation. I could not be happier. I'm so excited about that. I'm actually planning on playing the first Alien Isolation on stream very soon, probably this month, or maybe in November. But I want to do it as a Sci-Fi Sunday. But again, another game that I absolutely love, one of my personal favourite games. The original Alien from 1979 is my favourite film of all time. And Alien Isolation, brilliant video game. And honestly, when I woke up this morning and saw that they are officially making a sequel to Alien Isolation, it made my day. It made my day. I cannot wait for that. It's in early development. That's what they said in the post. It's in early development, so it's probably going to be like 2030 maybe when it finally comes out. It's going to be like 4 or 5 years, maybe longer, before we actually get to see it. But just to hear that they're actually working on it is so exciting. What RTX do you have, says Louis. I don't actually have an RTX, Louis. I have a GTX 1050 Ti graphics card, which is 3 gigabytes. It's on sale for only £6, says Howard. Alien Isolation, you mean? That's cool. If you've never played Alien Isolation and you're a big fan of horror, a big fan of sci-fi, and or a big fan of the Alien franchise, get Alien Isolation. It's fantastic. I actually got the premium edition as well with all the DLCs, which are quite fun, to be honest. They're sort of separate to the base game. They don't add anything to the story of the game, but they are really fun all the same. They're sort of like a little challenge mode kind of thing. But yeah, if you're a horror fan, a sci-fi fan, or an Alien fan, get Alien Isolation. You won't regret it. It's absolutely fantastic game. Where are you driving, says Meme Maker. We are driving to South Africa, and we're currently in Austria, so a long, long way to go yet. I had that wheel, it's so bad dead zone, it is truck spotting, yes. This wheel, as much as I love this wheel, and I do still believe it's a great starting wheel for beginners, it does have a massive hardware dead zone, which is a problem. How are you finding it with the gears? Very good, Chelsea. It's definitely an experience. Like I say, I've never driven manual before. I've never driven at all before in real life, so it is certainly very different to be using a manual gearbox for a change. But I'm liking it so far. Why is it lagging, says AB? That's just my computer, unfortunately. It's seen better days. Oh, we're in the wrong place here. We should be in the truck lane. Yeah, you can turn the indicator off now. What? When did the... Apparently the cargo has been damaged again. You know what? I'm not gonna do anything about it this time. I think we're just gonna have to take the L on that one. Maybe I was stupid. Maybe I was an idiot to believe that I could actually drive 10,000 miles without damaging the cargo. Because we are like less than a fifth of the way through the journey and we've already damaged it. Maybe that was wishful thinking on my part. I'm glad you're enjoying... Oh, red line in there. Go back up to 9. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I know you said you were looking forward to trying it. Yes, I'm very glad that I've got it, Chelsea. Definitely money well spent. I knew that it'd make the game feel more immersive, and it's certainly done that. Okay, we're in Slovenia, by the way, guys, so that is the 8th country on our list, if you're keeping count. We've now been through the Faroe Islands, Scotland, England, France, Belgium, Austria, no, Germany, Austria, and now Slovenia. This is the 8th country on our drive so far. Have you been to Northern Ireland? I have, yes, Ice Hockey Belfast Giants. I'll show you where I've been in Ireland, actually. There we go. I haven't actually been to Ireland very much, as you can see. I've been to Larne in Northern Ireland, and I've been to Dublin in the Republic of Ireland, and I've driven, obviously, between those two. But Ireland, I haven't really explored all that much yet, and I would like to. It would be nice to see more of it. Okay, we're coming up to our rest point in Ljubljana. Hopefully there's not going to be any crashes. Like I say, it always seems to crash in this part of the country, in this part of the world, so I'm really hoping that we don't get a crash right now. I mean, we're getting lag, but that's nothing new, you know. I live in Belfast, says Kaylin. Nice one, Kaylin. How big's the world map compared to the real world? I believe the scale is 1 to 19, apart from the UK, which for some reason is at a different scale. The UK is 1 to 15. Don't ask me why, but it is. Are you driving a Scania S series? I'm driving a Scania Streamline R730. Where else are people watching from, by the way? We haven't done that for a while. Let's find out. Let me know if you want to, where you're watching from today. We got Kaylin over in Belfast. I'm from Northern Ireland. Cool. Like I say, most of my viewers are usually from the UK and Ireland. I do occasionally get viewers from Europe and sometimes from further afield as well. So, like I say, do let me know whereabouts you're watching from. Is there anyone watching from Slovenia? Probably not. But I do remember once I was driving through... where was it? I remember... I drove through... I think it was Bratislava. I think I was driving through Bratislava and then someone commented that they lived in Bratislava. Which is, it's just so... It really is so cool to me to think that there are actually people in other countries that actually watch my content. Like I say, not many. Most of my viewers are in the UK and Ireland, but it is, you know, it's always cool to hear from people a little bit further afield. Tyler Quinn says Scotland, nice one. Youngst says I'm from Liverpool, cool. Thanks for following as well, by the way, Youngst. Howard says AR. What is AR? Forgive me for my my poor geography, but let me know. Ireland, says Kalen. Oh, Argentina, says Howard. Of course, I remember now. I'm sure you mentioned it before in a previous stream. Argentina. That's just so cool to me. Like, genuinely, I can't tell you how happy it makes me to know that there are people in Argentina watching my live stream. It's so crazy. Thank you so much, Howard, for being here and watching the stream from all the way over in Argentina. Kaylin is from Kerry. Nice one. Cambodia, says Matty. Cool. Oh, I should be down a few gears here. Let's go down to 6. Where are you from? I'm from Doncaster in England. Or I suppose technically Scotland. Long story. But if you ever meet anyone from Doncaster, they will almost definitely tell you that story. A long time ago, Doncaster, the town of Doncaster, was given to Scotland, and it was never technically given back. So, technically speaking, Doncaster is still part of Scotland, but obviously not really. Am I playing on PC? Yes, I am, Youngst. Wait a minute. Is this where I think it is? Okay, I don't know if anyone remembers, but a few streams ago, I pulled into this exact petrol station and I ran over a guy on a bike. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but it was here. It was right here. Does anyone remember that? Does anyone remember that stream? It was right on this exact spot. I ran over a motorcyclist. I really hope someone else remembers that. I hope someone is here who remembers that stream. Because it was definitely here. It was definitely this exact place. I remember it distinctly. I mean, they've moved the body. refuel. And then sleep. Gotta go. See you later, Chef Nile. Thanks for joining today. Like I say, if you have any more trouble with the mods, let me know in the Discord, and I'll hopefully be able to give you a hand. Okay, now we need to sleep. I can't believe we damaged the cargo. I'm really annoyed about that. But not annoyed enough to load the save back up again. We'll just take the penalty. We've got 9.3 mil, you know, and this job's worth a mil anyway. I don't think losing a couple of grand is really going to make that much of a difference to us in the grand scheme of things. So I'll just deal with it. We'll just accept the penalty, whatever it may be. I am going to get the truck repaired though before we do anything else. And as promised, I'll keep going for another 10 minutes or so. I know we are at a natural stopping point now, but I'll keep going just a tiny bit longer. Oh, I think we got another new member, by the way, in the Discord. Sorry about that. Squidneck, thank you for joining the Discord server. Sorry I didn't read your name out sooner, but it's very much appreciated. Oh, have we been asleep all night with the window open? Whoops. Hope they didn't take anything. We got our guard cat on duty though, so... Okay. So I'm going to pop round to the garage, which is just next door, and we are going to get our truck repaired. And then I'll probably drive a little bit further. We might go to the border with... is it Hungary? Croatia? No, it's Croatia, I think. Is the next country we'll be going into. Watch your wheel, says Chris. This is the Logitech heavy equipment wheel. It comes in a bundle with the side panel and pedals for £230. Well worth it. It's a great starting bundle, great starting wheel. Obviously, I would recommend upgrading when you can, and I am planning on upgrading mine fairly soon. But for a beginner's wheel, it's very good. And above all else, it's cheap, so you know you can't go far wrong. How do I join your Discord? Says Truck Spotting. There's a link in my bio. There's actually 2 links in my bio. There's a clickable link which goes to the Discord, and then there's a non-clickable link which goes to my Patreon. What will you be upgrading to? I'm going to be upgrading to the Thrustmaster T248. As you know, I've already got the Thrustmaster TH8S gear shifter here, and I've heard very good things about Thrustmaster, and from what I've experienced with the gear shifter so far, I can see why it seems like a very good quality product, so I'm looking forward to upgrading to the Thrustmaster T248 wheel. And the reason I want the T248 specifically is because you can also buy a conversion kit, which can turn it from a racing wheel into a trucking wheel and vice versa. With this wheel, it's pretty much designed specifically for heavy duty stuff, trucks and tractors. But with the Thrustmaster one, you can use it as a racing wheel, but then you can switch it and use it as a trucking wheel as well. So it's going to be a lot more versatile, which is what I like to see. So I'm probably going to be upgrading to that in the new year. I want to upgrade my PC itself first, because as I've said before, my current PC is not the best. It's not in the absolute... It's not exactly top of the range, you know. Okay. Get some service recommendations. 5 grand, that's not bad. The wheels, the tyres are a little bit worn, but I think they'll hold out for a bit longer. When is the next rest point? 10 hours, 49 minutes. Let's mark that on the map. Belgrade. A little bit further. Oh, it won't let us go there. That one's a bit too far. That one we can probably just about reach, but if I might go this one is a little bit closer. But it won't let us route to that one. Okay, we'll go to this one then. Or this one, rather. 9 hours, 6 minutes. Okay, so that's going to be our next checkpoint, just on the other side of Belgrade. We'll probably drive to the border with Croatia, and then we'll end the stream there for today. And then, like I say, in the next stream, we'll drive, hopefully, all the way across to the other side of Turkey. And then the week after that, we can go across the Middle East and down into Africa. Okay, off we go. Wagons roll. Some people have serious issues, says Big Smoke 187. They certainly do. You wouldn't believe the kind of comments that I get on these live streams from people who just can't let me live my life. Presumably that's the people that you were referring to and not me, Big Smoke. Still lagging quite badly. I think the rain is probably not helping. I've kept my indicator on for that long. Whoa, we're going way too fast on the roundabout there. Whoa, dear. Are you doing 30 minutes extra today? Not 30 minutes STFC, no. We are going to do about 15 minutes extra. I mean, we're already nearly 10 minutes over. I'm just going to carry on until we get to Croatia, which we are coming up towards now anyway. Poppy Pork says, made the topic very approachable. Not sure what you're referring to there, Poppy. Sorry if your previous comment got filtered out. How close are we to Croatia? I thought we'd be there by now, to be honest. Oh, we are literally, like, around the next corner. So that's the 9th country on our list, by the way. Faroe Islands, Scotland, England, France, Belgium, Germany, Austria, Slovenia, and now... I've gone the wrong way. I was supposed to turn right here. Whoops. Hold up, where am I? Oh, it's over there. Get back on track here. Oh, that's an invisible barrier. I can't go through there. I'm going to have to back all the way up because we have to go through there where the trucks are going. I took a wrong turn. To make a very illegal manoeuvre here. But yes, we're now about to enter into Croatia, which is the 9th country on our long drive to South Africa. Thanks for following, Finn. Sorry if you've just joined the stream and I'm currently driving the wrong way on the hard shoulder down a motorway. I took a wrong turn. I apologise. There we go. Very illegal driving, yes. And we were in high range the whole time there as well. I was supposed to be in 3rd. I was actually in 9th. Croatia, we made it. Okay, I'm going to pull over. I'm not going to sleep because we don't need to sleep for a while yet, but I am going to pull over into this parking area anyway, just so we can end the stream here. Okay, we're in a good place. We've only got 1% damage on the trailer, which is actually not bad considering how far we've driven so far. We have driven from the Faroe Islands way up here all the way down to Croatia with only 1% damage. So if we can keep that up, if we keep up that same rate of damage all the way down, maybe we'll have like 5% damage by the time we get to Cape Town. Ideally not. Ideally we'll keep it at 1%, but you never know. Either way, not bad. We've not made bad progress at all. There is still 8,640 miles to go through many, many more countries. Like I say, we're going all the way down to Cape Town in South Africa, so still a long, long way to go. But I think that's going to be enough for today. Make sure I do a big save. How long till Cape Town? I'd say a few weeks. Let me just take one more look. So we've managed to go all of this distance. We've managed to go from Torshaven to Zagreb in one single stream. I imagine next week we'll probably get all the way down to Mersin. Then the week after that, maybe to Nairobi. The week after that, maybe Zimbabwe, maybe Botswana. I'd say maybe 4 or 5 streams to get all the way to South Africa. But we'll see. We'll see. I might do a little bit off camera as well, but not too much, because I know you guys like to see the actual drive for yourself. But before we finish, let me just switch back to the big cam and say a few words. Hello. Okay, so Howard says, after, can you take a look at my Steam profile? Screenshot's got some really nice modern trucks on there. I'll take a look, Howard. I'll take a look. That's going to be it for today's stream. So thank you all. Oh, excuse me again. Oh, back again. Sorry if my connection dipped just then. But yes, like I say, I've had a very good time. Next stream is going to be on Friday. It's going to be some farming sim, and I will... Oh no, I keep saying that. There's no farming sim this week. I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting. There's no farming sim stream this week. It's my brother's birthday on Friday, and I'm going to be going out for a drink and a meal. So I won't be here on Friday. There will be no farming sim this week. I do apologise. But, you know, real life takes priority over TikTok at the end of the day. So, like I say, there'll be no stream this Friday. But I am going to be streaming on Saturday because I have a brand new Lego set arriving soon. And I'm going to be building that live on stream on Saturday. It's actually the Insect Collection. Fantastic set that I've had my eyes on for a long time, and I'm very much looking forward to finally getting to build. So that's going to be the next live stream, the Lego building stream on Saturday. And then the next video is probably going to be next Tuesday with the 3-year anniversary video that I've mentioned before already. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. Before we finish, I do just want to say thank you all once again, everyone who has followed. If you haven't already followed and you've enjoyed the stream, then please do give me a follow. It's much appreciated. We're trying to reach 10k as soon as we possibly can. I think the end of the year, that's gone at this point. There's no way we're going to get there by the end of the year. But, you know, maybe February, March time next year. Who knows? Like I say, 10k is my eventual goal, so please do help me reach it and give me a follow if you haven't already. If you want to join the Discord, it's absolutely free to do. Click the link in my bio to go straight there. It's a great community hangout where you can talk to me, talk to my other viewers, and get updated when I post videos or go live. And if you want to join the Patreon, you can do that with the link in my bio as well for £1 a month. That's all, £1 every single month. You'll get your name on this board along with Sophie, Kate, Gabby and Jess. Thank you all very much. And you'll also get access to the members only section on the Discord, as well as other behind the scenes content. I've actually posted some behind the scenes content today. If you join my Patreon, you can see it. So thank you again everyone who already does support me over there on Patreon. One last thing I want to do is I just want to read out the gifts, because I got a few gifts today and I didn't get a chance to read them out during the stream. So thank you very much, Jess, for the rose. Thank you, Sophie, for the butterfly. Thank you, Saddam Hussein laying down, for the roses. Thank you, Helicoil, for the rose. Thank you, Sophie, for the hand heart. Thank you, Megabyte Gaming, for the rose. Thank you, Freddy, for the flame heart. Thank you, Freddy, for the brat. Thank you, Rutter, for the rose. And thank you, Lauren, for the heart me. Much appreciated. Thank you all very, very much for the gifts. Okay, I'm going to go now. So thank you all. I've had a very good stream. I hope you've had a very good stream too. Hope you've enjoyed watching me get to grips with the Thrustmaster gear shifter there. I've certainly had a lot of fun with it. But yeah, I'm going to end it there. I'll get to grips with the Thrustmaster gear shifter there. I've certainly had a lot of fun with it. But yeah, I'm going to end it there. I'll see you on Saturday for the next stream. Thanks, I guess. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your